Ahoy hoy everybody, the Atomic Weasel here, ripping around on another day in paradise. Hope everybody's well. It's a beautiful blue sky, Friday afternoon, long weekend, oh yeah. But I've got the, I'm on the KLR, I've got some luggage strapped to the back. Just going to, just as a trial, just to make sure I've got the strappings right, so it doesn't start wobbling off. So I'm going to go for a cruise out in the country and going to see if everything holds together. It should do, and there shouldn't be any issues whatsoever at all. So with my new rack and bag, so that's all the plan. Hopefully it's going to so that means I'm going to be able to get out and about come summertime, go away for a long weekend on the bike, and about 70 litres of luggage capacity, not including my little backpack as well, so that should be all right. But I want to have a rant. Yeah, I've got another rant coming, so hold your ears. It's nothing to do with cars or other motor users or anything like that. The rant that I have and the issue that I've got is capitalism, and not with a K. No, capitalism, the evil spectre that sits above our shoulders on everything that we do. Now, the reason it came to my attention, or I decided to talk about this, is because we're fast approaching Christmas, and today is Friday. And what sort of Friday is it? It's bloody Black Friday, where the worst of humanity appears. And when I say the worst of humanity, I really mean the worst of humanity. There are people who are pushing and shoving and biting and snarling and scratching to get bargains, fighting their own fellow man to get the cheapest bargain for Christmas, and it really just brings out the worst in humanity. And it's something that's just been happening from over and over and over again. It's getting worse and worse every year. Now, I'm a fairly laid-back sort of guy, but there's no way on earth that I would punch and scratch and snarl at people and push people out of the way just so I can get, you know, 50 bucks off a television. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and it's just absolutely obscene. Now, this Black Friday business has been coming around. You know, over the last few years, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and worse and worse. And it was bad when I was living in the UK. And you see the footage of people just, you know, pushing everybody out of the way to get cheap deals on things, and it's like, is that what we've come to? Is that what we've become? And I thought, well, what's causing this? Well, yeah, what's causing this sort of attitude? The materialistic side of people, and it's capitalism, isn't it? The accumulation of wealth. Because the accumulation of wealth is what people are measured on. You know, not the life you live or anything like that. It's the accumulation of wealth. And how much wealth do you need to live comfortably? And because of this, because of the capitalism, is it, and the expectance that everybody is to, you know, accumulate wealth. What cost do you accumulate wealth? Because at the end of the day, if it's costing you your humanity, when you have no respect for your fellow man and all you're thinking about is yourself, is that where we are now? To the point where we don't even care about our fellow human beings, and all we're thinking about is ourselves. And it's this mindset which has really gotten me disturbed. Capitalism, it is an evil spectre. People can turn around and say, oh, capitalism, it's the freedom to do what you want and when you want. Well, that's all good and fine, but at what expense? The expense of your humanity? At the expense of the environment? The expense of who you are as a human being? Because if all we are consumers, then we're not a race anymore, a human race anymore. If all we are consumers, then we're actually parasites, because all we're doing is consuming everything around us with little or no regard to the consequences. And that, capitalism. Now there are people who will put their hand up and, as I said before, will say that capitalism is a freedom of expression to do what you want. But again, I'll say, but at what cost? When it starts costing you your humanity as such, costing your humanity, then what? Is it worth it? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be spending money at Christmas time. Far from it. If you want to spend money at Christmas time, that's fine. But when you are spending money at Christmas time, should you be standing, pushing people out of the way to get what you want? Yeah, for me, I could have had a flash car, but I decided against a car. I could have had a flash motorcycle, but I got my KLR instead, because this is a motorcycle that is going to last for years and years and years. This is not a throwaway item. This is not a toy for me. So when do we say enough is enough in regards to the outright degradation of our race because of capitalism? When do we say enough is enough? When do we put our hands up and say no thanks? If this is the risk of our actions, then maybe we shouldn't. Because big business only cares about one thing, and one thing only. Money. And what drives big business are shareholders. And what do the shareholders want? Profits. Continuous profits. They want their dividend every quarter. And if they haven't got their dividend, they're going, why? I don't think we've actually realised there's no such thing as continuous expansive growth. There is a limit. But our natural greed is taking over. Our greed blinds us. And capitalism, for me, is all about greed, nothing more. So that's my little bit of a rant over. I hope you could hear it on the helmet. I am on the open road, so I'm still adjusting, doing vlogs and such on out on the open road. But I hope everybody has a great day, and remember, ride safe.